What's up, planet Earth? Hollywood here. On today's episode of Hollywood's Romeo and Juliet, Act 1, Scene 1, Verona, a public place. Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their lives. Whole misadventured pietous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife, the fearful passage of their deaths marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage, the which of you which patient ears attend, what here shall miss our toil shall strive to mend. Scene 1. Verona, a public place. Enter Samson and Gregory of the house Capulet, armed with swords and bucklers. Gregory, O my word, will not carry coals. No, for then we shall be coilers. And we be coilers, we'll draw. Aye, while you live, draw your neck out of the collar. I strike quickly being moved. But thou art not quickly moved to strike. A dog of the house of Montague moves me. To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away. A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague's. That shows thee a weak slave, for the weakest goes to the wall. True, and therefore women being the weaker vessels are ever thrust to the wall. Therefore I will push Montague's men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall. The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men. 'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant when I have fought with the men. I will be cruel with the maids and cut off their heads. The heads of the maids? Aye, the heads of the maids, or the maiden heads. Take it in what sense thou wilt. They must take it in sense that feel it. Me they shall feel while I am able to stand, and 'tis known I am pretty piece of flesh. 'Tis well thou art not fish. If thou hadst been poor, John. Draw thy tool, here comes two of the house of Montagues. My naked weapon is out, quarrel I will back thee. How? Turn thy back and run? Fear me not. No, Mary, I fear thee. Let us take the laws of our side. Let them begin. I will frown as I pass by, and let them take as they list. Nay, as they dare, I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it. Enter Abraham and Balthazar. Do you bite your thumb at us, sir? I do bite my thumb, sir. Do you bite your thumb at us, sir? Samson aside to Gregory. Is the law of our side if I say aye? No. No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I bite my thumb, sir. Do you quarrel, sir? Quarrel, sir? No, sir. If you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good as man as you. No better. Well, sir? Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen. Yes, better, sir. You lie. Draw if you be men, Gregory. Remember thy swashingly blow. They fight. Enter Benvolio. Part fools, put up your swords. You know not what you do. Beats down their swords. Enter Tybalt. What art thou drawn amongst these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look up thy death. I do keep the peace. Put up thy sword, or manage it to part these men with me. What? Drawn, and talk of peace? I hate the word. As I hate hell, all Montagues and thee. Have at thee, cowards, they fight. They fight. Enter several of both houses who join in the fray. Then enter citizens with clubs. Clubs, bills, and partisans strike, beat them down. Down with the Capulets, down with the Montagues. Enter Capulets in his gown and Lady Capulet. This, give me my long sword, ho. A crunch, a crutch. Why call you for a sword? My sword, I say, old Montague is come, and flourishes his blade in spite of me. Enter Montague and Lady Montague. Thou villain Capulet, hold me not, let me go. Thou shalt not stir a foot to seek a foe. Enter Prince with attendants. Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighborhood, stained steel. Will they not hear what ho you mean? Men, you beasts, that quench a fire of your pernicious rage, with purple fountains issuing from your veins, on pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your misinterpreted weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil brawls bred an airy word by thee, old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets, and made Verona's ancient citizens cast by their grave beseeming ornaments to wield old partisans in hands as old. Cankered with peace to part your cankered hate. If you ever disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time all the rest depart away. You Capulets shall go along with me, and Montagues come you this afternoon to know our further pleasure in this case. To old Freetown, our common judgment place. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart, exuded, but all but Montague, Lady Montague, and Benvolio. Who set this ancient quarrel new abroach? Speak, nephew, were you by when it began? Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them, in the instant came the furious Tybalt with his sword prepared, which as he breathed defiance to my ears, he swung about his head and cut the winds, who nothing hurt withal hissed him in scorn, while we were interchanging thrusts and blows came more and more, and fought on part and part, till the prince came, who parted either part. Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not here in this fray. Madam, our hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drave me to walk abroad, where underneath the grove of sycamore that westward roweth from the city's side, so early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me, and stole into the covert of the woods, I measuring his affections by my own, that most are busied when they are most alone, pursued my humor, not pursuing his, and gladly shunned, who gladly fled from me. Many a morning hath he there be seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs, but all so soon as the all-cheering sun should in the furthest east begin to draw. The shady curtains from Aurora bed away from the light steals home my heavy son, and private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his window, locks for daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and portentous must this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove. My noble uncle, do you know the cause? I neither know it nor can learn of him. Have you importuned him by any means? Both by myself and many others friends, but he, his own affection's counselor, is to himself. I will not say how true, but to himself so secret and so close, so far from sounding and discovery as the bud's bit with envious worm, ere he can spread his sweet leaves to the air, or dedicate his beauty to the sun. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, we would as willfully give curse as knows. See where he comes, so please you step beside. I'll know his grievances or be much denied. I would thou wert so happy by thy stay to hear true sheriff. Come, madam, let's away. Exigent Montague and Lady Montague. Good morrow, cousin. Is the day so young? But new struck 9. Ay, me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast? It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours, not having that which having makes them short. In love, out of love, out of her favor where I am in love. Alas, that love so gentle in his view should be so tyrannous and rough in proof. Alas, that love whose viewed is muffled still should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shalt we dine, O be? What's fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, O brawling love, O loving hate, O anything of nothing first create, O heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fires, sick health, still waking, sleeping, that is not what it is. This love I feel I that feel no love in this, dost thou not laugh? No, cause I rather weep. Good heart at what? Oh, at thy good heart's oppression. Why such love is transgression, griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate to have it pressed. With more of thine, this love that thou hast shown, doth add more grief to too much of my own. Love is a smoke raised with the fume of sighs, being purged a fire sparkling in lover's eyes, being vexed a sea nourished with lover's tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gall, and a preserving sweet farewell, my cuz. Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong. Tut, I have lost myself, I am not here, this is not Romeo, he's some other where. Tell me in sadness who is that you love. What shall I groan and tell thee? They'll groan, why no, but sadly tell me who. To one that is so ill in sadness, cousin, I do. I aimed so near when I supposed you loved. A right good mark, man, and she's fair, a love. A right fair mark, fair cause is soonest hit. Well, in that I hit, you misses, she's not been hit with Cupid's arrow, she's half Dian's wit, and in strong proof of chastity well armed. From love's weak childish bow she lives unharmed, she will not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bid the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saint seducing gold. Oh, she is rich in beauty, only poor. That's when she dies, with beauty dies her store. Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste. She hath in sparing makes huge waste, for beauty starved with her severity cuts beauty off from all posterity. She is too fair, too wise, wisely too fair, to merit bliss by making me despair. She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead, and that I live to tell is now. Be ruled by me, forget to think of her. Oh, teach me how I should forget to think. By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties. 'Tis the way to call her exquisite and question more these happy masks that kiss fair ladies' brows, being black put into the mind, they hide the fair. He that is struck and blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair, what doth her beauty serve but as a note where I may read who passed that passing fair. Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget. I'll pay that doctrine or else I'll die in debt. Exeunt. That's it for today's show. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment below, share, and subscribe.